What is up, guys? Welcome back to another guide. Today we're talking about gold because it has been a while since I reworked that gold guide all the way back in 2023. A lot of things have changed, so we are talking about gold. We're not going to do any fancy stuff. We're just going to get into the thick of it and actually talk about every single method that I know of that can get you the most amount of gold possible and really maximize that profit. Now, gold is something that a lot of players have a lot of, and a lot of players don't have enough of, especially new players. Every new account that I've done is lacking on gold and ISO and everything in between, so we're just gonna talk about it. So, daily super event definitely already gives 250k a day, which is great, and it is a perfect way to start off your gold grind each morning, probably. Just autoplay through some quests, get your gold, and you're good. Now, another great way of getting gold nowadays is similar to the ISO guide. If you haven't seen it, it's in the guides, in the same guides playlist. If you haven't seen it, check it. But similar to the ISO guide, where I said you should autoplay the expert difficulty if you're not going to be online at all for the day or for the morning or whatever. If you have enough energy on your account and you're not going to be playing, you might as well explore the gold pool daily quest there. You can autoplay it once a day. I already done it like last night before I went to bed because I was like full on energy. So you can just tap it, autoplay it, get like 50 or 100k, and it's done. Easy. So that is also a great way of getting some daily gold. So autoplaying this like late at night before bed or whatever, and then doing the daily super event already gives you 350 to 450k, depending on if you clear the paths in the gold quest as well. So that is a great way to start. Almost half a mil a day, which is great because that is already 15 mil a month. So that is a good way of starting off with your gold grind. Now, the event quest is next up. This is something that also rotates on a monthly basis, so this is also a great way of getting some gold. If you go over to the Thronebreaker quest, I'll show it real quick. If we go into the preview, there is gold at the end of these paths. So 200k, almost every path. Not all of them, but most of them have like a 200k gold stack waiting for you to be claimed. Of course, in lower difficulties, this will be lower, which is, you know, it makes sense. But it's still a great way of getting some gold together because you're going to do this anyway. So you're going to get like 50k gold per. So again, if you do like 2 paths of these a day, let's say you get 100k from it on average. If you do 1 Thronebreaker path and then, or just 2 of the other paths or whatever, another 100k, that's like 600k a day, or 500 depending on whether or not you do the gold quest. So another great way of getting gold. Now we can go to the store as well, because there's a couple things here we can talk about. Similar to the ISO guide, there is this bundle where you get ISO but also the gold. So this is also 3 mil a week, because this resets weekly. It costs 5k to buy all 10 of these, and you can easily get 5k Mysterium or have it stacked up or saved up already. So this is an easy 3 mil a week. So again, 12 million a month from that, 15 from the other, then you got the EQ. So you can get up to like 30, 40, 50 mil a month easily if you maximize all these things. So again, great way of getting gold. So go to Alliance. If you're really desperate on gold, I don't recommend this because I'd probably use these for like tier 4 catalysts, other things, maybe even ISO is more useful. But in desperate needs of gold, you could buy some, you know, uncollected gold crystals. I wouldn't really recommend it, but I just want to have it mentioned. So people that are really desperate on gold and just looking for something, you could get it from here. It's just not optimal, right? Now, there's a couple other things that we can talk about. And one specifically is something that, I'm going all the wrong places, is something they removed but brought back as of recent. So I personally used to, when I was low on gold, buy all of these, all 20 of them, for 800. Now 800 is really easy to get because you can have tens of thousands if you just do your quests and stuff like that, so, and rank up a couple times. It doesn't have to be difficult. This is very beginner friendly. Done this on all my accounts, right? And this is a very easy way of getting gold, is buying those basics and then going into your inventory, going over to the basics and selling them, right? I bought 20. 20 would be the equivalent of 400,000 gold. You can again get on a weekly basis, so this is another 1.2 mil a month just doing this. Now, it doesn't stop there, because actually in that same store, you could also, if you have enough of these, right? If you have enough tokens, you could buy the 20 selectors tier 4 class, similar, somewhat similar price point, but well, I guess it's almost 50% more expensive, but 1.2 and 800 are both really low numbers to have tokens of, so you could easily get these as well. Similar vibe, you sell them, then 60 for one T2A, right? Because you need two of them, forms one T2A. So let's say you have, sorry guys, kind of tired, long day, but yeah, let's say you have T2A. One of each sells again for 20k. So for 60 tokens, you get 20k gold. So let's say you would sell, again, you would be able to sell 10 of them a week. That would be another 200k, right? That is another almost a million. So with all of that combined, you can get up to like another almost 2 mil per week, or 1.5 mil per week-ish, if you sell all of those. Now, that is another great way of getting gold. They removed it, I think, because they thought it was too strong or whatever, and now it's back. So I'm really happy it's back. Really good it's back. I think it's a great way for especially new players that have just unlocked this game mode and uncollected to get some gold and to get some resources from the store without them being like roadblocked by ranking up champions, right? I'd rather have new people roadblocked by, for example, content and difficulty of content instead of being roadblocked by materialistic, what would the word be? By materials, shortage of materials. The final point here that I want to talk about with farming gold, because I am up to a casual 42 mil, which is decent, but I think a lot of players are higher, is that these quests in Act 8 as well as Act 9, I think, but I've explored most of them, so I don't know if it actually still shows up on the path. I don't think it does. Some of these paths give gold rewards, so 100k there. I know it's 200k in other quests, and well, another 100k there makes 200, but it's higher in the higher quests, right? So you can easily get another couple million if you haven't explored these quests yet. You can definitely get some nice amounts of gold from that as well. And then, yeah, I mean, look in your stash as well, because over the years, for example, personally, I have farmed over 400 tier 4 class catalysts. Now, I'm never going to use 400 tier 4 class catalysts, right? So let's say I sell 300 of these. 300 times 20k is another, like, what, 6 mil I'm sitting on? So that is a beautiful amount of gold to get from something like this that I've just been saving up over time. And to be honest, anybody could have this, right? There's a lot of players with more of these. There's also players with less of these, of course. But yeah, it is a great way of also getting gold. Same thing. Nobody will ever use 300 of these. You could sell those. Now, I know in both guides I haven't covered this, but this is purely because it's just not worth it. These shards you should use for these crystals and to get boosts and stuff like that. You could pretty much, if you just use them for this, like I have 500 of these, you could pretty much do all pieces of content fully boosted all the time if you just open these and the alliance crystals, right? If you save them up. So buying this for gold and ISO, not worth it. And with that being said, I think I covered most of the effective ways of getting gold. So thank you guys for checking out the channel. I hope it may help out as many of you as possible. And I see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.